welcome back to my channel. This is another weight update for you. Now, I was going to actually do, well, I did do a video for last week's and I did it at the beginning of last week, but I didn't have time to edit it, so I'm going to just, instead of putting two videos, I'm just going to put one and put it all together. So I'm going to do it week by week for you. So last week it was week 61 and it was the 9th of April, and I actually lost a pound that week, which I was a bit surprised about because I didn't have a very good week food wise. I hadn't been to the gym either, and I really kind of didn't do very well food wise, so I'm not entirely sure why I lost a pound that week. It was just not expected at all. I think there was one day I had like, I can't really hardly remember because it was like 2 weeks ago now, but I think there was one day I had like fish and chips, and or maybe I had the chips and not the fish, and something Cornish pasty maybe, and I think I may have had a McDonald's as well, but I didn't have like full blown McDonald's. It would have been just like a chicken in a bun type thing, and then I don't think I didn't have fries, and I think I just had a Diet Coke or something, but I may have had an apple pie. I actually can't remember, but either here or there, because that week is now gone and past and whatever. So yeah, so also I don't know if there was something else that made a difference. I mentioned in my previous vlog that I was gonna start, I had started taking green tea extract. It's this one here. I don't know if it's going to focus because it's got some holographic-y rainbow effect on it. Now, I don't know if that's what made all the difference with the weight loss, but all I can say is I kind of stopped because it kind of gave me diarrhea. You probably don't want to know this, but the first day I took 2, and I didn't really think that there would be an issue taking 2 because green tea, isn't it? But maybe that was my mistake. I should have just taken 1 to begin with. But I took 2, and the following day I took 2, and then I had a problem. It was actually a problem on the Sunday. I noticed it, and the only thing I could think of was that it was the green tea. So I thought, never mind, I'll just take 1. And I took 1 for another couple of days, and I was still having the same problem with the diarrhea. And I kind of in the end thought, well, it's obviously too much at the moment, so I've now stopped taking it. So it's a bit of a pity really. I think I'm going to try taking it again. It's just whether I'm going to wait when I'm off. I've got some days off next week, and the following week I'm off the whole week, so I may actually try taking it again then, but not taking so much of it. I think I'll just try like 1 every other day. I'm not sure if it's going to work as well doing that, but it was really kind of gutting because, you know, obviously when I realised I'd lost a pound, I thought, well, it could have been down to that, but never mind, it doesn't matter. So has anyone else taken it? What have your side effects been? Tell me below. It's interesting to know if, you know, I did look up and the side effect was diarrhea, vomiting, all other manner of things. So let me know if anyone else has taken it, if you've had any problems with it. The other problem I had with it is that because it's got caffeine in it, I don't drink that much drinks with caffeine in. I do drink some, but because I was diagnosed with a hiatus hernia, they suggest not drinking or eating stuff with caffeine in because apparently it makes it worse. So I cut that out. Well, I had to cut it out near enough beforehand actually, but so now whenever I have something with caffeine in it, I can sort of really feel that have a buzz, you know, and I'm sort of, you know, kind of awake, more awake than I usually am. So I don't know, that didn't help either, because I noticed a few nights when I was taking it, well, there's a few days I was taking it, that night I just had like the worst sleep ever. I kept waking up. I was like I kept talking in my sleep and doing all weird things and I'm pretty sure it's down to that, because when I stopped taking it I stopped having that problem, and I don't normally have that problem, so I'm sure it's the caffeine in that. I mean, I still do drink little bits of caffeine. It would be, you know, some of the green tea I drink has got caffeine in it, some of the coffee, and I drink Pepsi as well, Diet Pepsi. But it's probably overkill with the green tea as well. I don't know. Anyway, it's such a shame, but I'll let you know when I go back and try it again. But I'm probably going to try it next week. I'll just give it a bit of a break, I think. So that's it really. So I didn't go to the gym as well because of the reason of the lovely diarrhea, which is kind of gutting really, but I was quite tired as well. So never mind, lesson learned I suppose with the green tea, not to take too much of it. So week 62, that was the 16th of April. So that was yesterday, today's Sunday by the way. And I put on £1.5 pounds. Completely my fault as well. Yeah, little flapjack incident at work. I just can't seem to help myself. I don't even like flapjacks that much, but someone bought like these, a pack of little bite-sized, you know, little tiny bite-sized ones, and it was just, they were so nice, and I don't even like flapjacks, and I just couldn't help myself, and it was just like I had way too many, and then I couldn't remember how many I'd had, so I didn't count some of them. And then they brought in mini muffins as well, which I didn't like as much, so I didn't have, I think I had one or two over a couple of days. But then that sort of contributed to, I think, my weight gain. I mean, the actual amount of calories in the flapjack is like 86 for like a little tiny mini one. So that is completely why I put on. It was my own fault, and I shouldn't have had them. I should have, if I was going to have one, just have one, not have 2 or 3 and then have it every day. But that's completely my fault. What else? Oh yeah, I also, we've recently bought something called a Nutrigen Ninja. You like put fruit and veg and make it into smoothies, and I've been having one of those every day. But the problem was I didn't actually know what to count it as. So instead of counting it as something, I didn't count it as anything. Now I don't think that in actual fact that has anything to do with my weight gain at all. I don't think, nothing whatsoever. I think it's literally the flapjacks and still eating everything else that I would usually eat on top of having little flapjacks. So it's all my fault. It's not even funny. I shouldn't have been eating them, and I knew at the time, but there was another lady that I work with, we're both trying to lose weight, and yet neither of us could stop ourselves. It was really terrible. So never mind. So anyway, I've now figured out how to sort of calorie count these Nutri Ninja type smoothies that I'm having. I'm basically just counting every one as 70 calories and just leaving it at that. I don't know if it is, it could be less, it could be more, but at least counting something is better than counting nothing, which is what I've come to the conclusion of. So I'll continue having those and I'll see what difference that makes, but I'm hoping to try and stick to my calories this week. And see, there aren't any more flapjacks, so that shouldn't be an issue. It's whether I find something else that I want to gobble. It's really difficult because when you start you can't seem to stop. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but you know, I have one and I want 2 and then I want 3, and you know, if it was a chocolate bar I'd be content with having 1. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it was just, they're addictive. I think that's the answer, they are just addictive. So there we go, but never mind. But on the upside, I did have a gym session. I had a personal training session and I burnt 536 calories that day, which I was really, really pleased with. And I was doing really well actually. To start off the weekend, it all went really well, and it wasn't until I got to work and then it was like all going right, really pear-shaped for the whole week. So it's a real pity because even on that day I didn't have my full amount of calories. I only had like 1,500 calories that day. So you know, it's just a shame that I put on really, but it's my fault. So this week, as I said, I'm hoping to get to the gym. I'm not going to say how many times. I'm not sure how many times I'm going to be able to go because I've got quite a lot to do this week. Even though I am actually off work, I still have lots of things I need to do and things that can't really wait. So I'm going to try and do the gym at least once, even twice if I can, but we'll see, and I'll do the best I can. Calories, I've got to try and stay within my calories, so I feel like I'm now at the point where I'm over my buffer, so I really want to lose again. I just like seem to go up and down, and it's really, really boring. It must be boring for all you, for me to just sit here and say, oh yeah, I put on and then I lose and then I put on, because really I'm not getting anywhere. I'm not being very inspirational to anybody by doing this, so I've just got to try and get my head into gear now and try and lose a bit. So that's really it now. I don't think there's really anything else that I can think of to update you with. That's kind of everything really. Yeah, so let me know how you're all doing. You know, comment down below please. I love the comments. Thank you again for all the lovely comments. So keep those coming, and I shall see you all next week with my better update. Maybe a loss. A little loss. I'm happy with any loss, as you know. I don't ever put any targets on how much I lose, because whenever I do, I don't reach the target. I'm never confident that I'm going to reach them anyway, and then when I don't reach them, I'm so disappointed that it might set me back even more. So we'll see how it goes. So I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.